I'd like to invite everybody here and those that are at home to close your eyes. If you are uncomfortable closing your eyes, just soften your view and maybe glance down at your lap or to the ground. But come into a place of reflection. I ask you to remember to image someone in your mind, someone that you might have had a falling out with, someone that you might have hurt you or hurt someone that you love. I want you to hold on to that image right now. Just think of someone that might have hurt you or you've had a falling out with, and hold on to that for a moment. Now, remember, how did you respond to this person after the incident? How did you respond to them? Did you lash out, maybe verbally or physically? Did you gossip about them to other people? See what so-and-so did to me, and just to get people on your side? Did you cut them off completely? You say, that's it, I'm done with that person. Did you attempt to reconcile with that person? Did it work? Were they even receptive? And where are you now in this process? I'd like for you just to keep that in your mind's eye. Where are you now in this process with this person or these people? I invite you to open your eyes again. When we remember incidents or people or things that might have hurt us, or we have emotions that rise up, don't we? We have emotions that rise, and sometimes it might be sadness or anger or loss. But maybe if we've been able to reconcile, maybe it was a memory of joy, love, and peace. Today, Jesus in the gospel story gives us a holy process that is filled with compassion. For it is normal for us to be in these situations, isn't it? There's always going to be someone that's going to tick you off. There's always going to be someone that hurts you. But the flip side is that we're also going to be the ones that tick someone off, and a lot of times we unintentionally hurt people that we love. But this process that was in the gospel today was, okay, well, if somebody has hurt you or somebody has caused an offense to you, go one-on-one. Go to that person directly. Jesus says, because then, you might be able to clear it up right away. It might have been a miscommunication. Or it could have been a gosh darn nasty thing that the other person did. And by looking at them in the eye and with a compassionate heart, as much as you can muster up, maybe you'll be able to reconcile at that moment. Then he said, if that doesn't work, get a couple of friends. Friends maybe that know this other person, and again, come to them in compassion and in love, and to say, look, this happened, we really need to talk about it, and see how that process goes. And then if that doesn't work, then you might have to bring it to the whole community. It says, bring it to the church. Now, if this person is in the church that hurt you, that makes a lot of sense. But if it's a person in your family, it might be good to have a family powwow. If it's within a group of your friends, maybe gather some friends together and really try to talk with this person in a compassionate and loving way for reconciliation. And then Jesus said, okay, if none of that works, then treat him as a Gentile, an outsider. Treat him like a tax collector. You know those people that collect the taxes for the Romans that are our occupying army? And the same ones that actually, if you have to give $200 for your taxes, they're going to say it's $250 and then they're going to pocket the difference? Yeah, treat him like that guy. Excommunicate him. Kick him out. Simple, clean, and done, right? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wasn't Matthew, the one who wrote this gospel, a tax collector? Wasn't he? So wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. Who did Jesus hang out with? Gentiles. He hung out with the tax collectors. He hung out with the ladies of the evening or the afternoon or whenever they do their thing. And Jesus had compassion for all these folks. He loved them. He chose to eat dinner with them. So maybe this isn't about clear, clean cut. Okay, you tried again, now kick them out of your universe. If Jesus said, after all this process, treat them like a Gentile or a tax collector, we then have to look at Jesus and how he treated Gentiles and tax collectors. So I have a feeling, and it doesn't make me feel comfortable because I don't want to keep talking to people that, have hurt me. It's difficult. And especially in what's going on in the world today. I mean, we need to hear about the words of reconciliation and not just do step 1, step 2, step 3, and you're out. It sounds like Jesus is telling us to do step 1, step 2, step 3, and wash, rinse, and repeat. Wash, rinse, and repeat. That's always on the back of the shampoo bottles. I've never done that. I've just washed once and got out of the shower. But all of them, I think it's probably just to sell more product. Wash, rinse, and repeat. And that's what Jesus is encouraging us to do, is to start that arduous process, that compassionate, difficult, loving process again and again and again. And try every angle that you can possibly do to try to reconcile with this person or these folks that you've had issues with. Now, I asked you at the beginning of the reflection this morning to remember. Jesus shows us a way to remember. To remember. Whoever it was that you thought of, they were a member, maybe of your circle of friends, maybe of your family, maybe of your work community, maybe of your church family. And Jesus shows us a way to remember them, to bring them back to membership, to bring them back to community, to bring themselves back to themselves. And I believe in that whole process, bring them and us into a deeper relationship with ourselves, with God, and with the greater community. So do your darndest to remember. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Amen?